we're going to be talking about during the course of this year is the fact that we need to get involved in democracy. We need to get involved in politics because there's a lot of elections coming our way in the next 18 months. Boy, are you going to hear about those, whether you like it or not. But what about our MPs being more approachable, being more accessible? Maybe politics should give you wings. Well, Charlotte Leslie, MP, has got wings. Haven't you, Charlotte?
Wheels, because I'm on a train, and you may well hear some dodgy stuff in the background. But thanks to the imagination of the Evening Post, who took a blog post I did about being a fairy godmother to your constituents. They reimagined me by planting my face on a rather glamorous fairy godmother with sort of 6 foot long legs and some wings. The scary thing has been is that some people have actually asked me if this is my real body. Now, I would love wings, but I think I'd have slightly more substantial ones to need to get me off the ground.
I'm going to say, looking at the picture, Charlotte, it's actually very good, but it's I suppose it highlights the point which a lot of MPs face, and it's something you and I have spoken about before now, is are you a social worker or are you a lawmaker?
And the answer I came up with when this question was first raised is you're both. And being in the Westminster bubble, you can get really cut off from the reality of what's going on around and the reality of well-intentioned policies. And being out in the real world, being out in your constituency and making friends amongst your constituency is the only way you can actually see how policies work out on the ground, because in the Westminster bubble, they're very different. And also, every politician's always running around trying to work out what people think and doing extensive polls. Well, if you get out there and speak to people, you know what people think because you're one of them. And it's absolutely vital to keeping in touch.
Also, though, it's a great picture.
Well,
I mean, let's face it. How many there are? I'm looking at all of our MPs here in the West, and I think you're the only person who can carry that off.
Well, the trouble is, people are going to be very, very, very disappointed when they meet me.
That you're not sitting there in your surgery with wings and a wand.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I often say I'd like a magic wand in politics because, such common sense things need to be done, and you wish you could wave a magic wand to actually make it happen. Unfortunately, you have to try and drill your way through the granite of bureaucracy and just lack of common sense to have it. So if anyone's got a political magic wand out there, yes, please.
Send it to Charlotte Leslie, who will be taking off the wings in due course. Charlotte Leslie, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for joining me this morning.